Quick question. Have you ever crushed a 6 a.m. workout, then nodded off in a 2 p.m. meeting? Or slept till noon on Sunday, only to feel jet-lagged every Monday? If that's you, the issue isn't grit or a weak cup of coffee. It's your sleep infrastructure. Here's the thing, you're not just sleeping more. You're training two powerful systems, your body clock and your sleep drive, to play nicely for life. When those systems line up, energy feels automatic. When they fight, even triple-shot espresso can't save you. Today we're going to build a routine that holds up during crunch week at work, across 3 time zones, or at 3 a.m. with a newborn. Think of it as upgrading from nightly gambles to a repeatable process. First, let me paint the big picture. Instead of chasing hacks, you'll create 3 pillars. 1. Daily anchors that keep your clock steady, even if bedtime slides 30 to 45 minutes. 2. Energy checkpoints every 90 to 120 minutes, so crashes never get a running start. 3. Recovery rules for late nights, red-eye flights, and deadline sprints. Keep those pillars in mind, they'll frame everything we cover. Signpost, zooming out. 1 bad night barely moves the needle, but 5 short ones tank reaction speed and memory like a 0.06% blood alcohol level. So we zoom out to 7 to 14-day patterns. Map a typical week, bedtimes, wake times, caffeine, screens, and circle the 2 or 3 habits quietly draining you. Maybe it's that harmless 11:45 p.m. email sweep, or the 200 milligrams coffee at 3. Our goal is to swap those leaks for systems you can track in under 5 minutes a day. Signpost. Step 1. Lock the wake time. Your very first lever is when you wake, not how perfectly you sleep. Pick a wake-up you can honor at least 6 days a week. If weekdays are 5, but weekends are 9:30, aim for a middle ground, say 6:30 or 7. Drift more than 60 minutes and your brain feels as if it's flown 1 to 2 time zones every Monday. Signpost. Step 2. Build a realistic sleep window. From that anchor, stretch your time in bed slowly. If you average 6 hours, don't jump straight to 8.5. Add 15 to 20 minutes every 3 or 4 nights and see what sticks. Maybe 11:15 p.m. to 6:45 a.m., 7.5 hours in bed, is your sweet spot. Remember, the routine you follow beats the fantasy you abandon. Signpost. 2 time fences. Now protect that window with 2 fences. 1. Caffeine cutoff. 8 to 10 hours before lights out, so if bedtime is 11:15, your last sip is 1 to 3 p.m. Wean down by half an espresso, roughly 50 to 75 milligrams, every 4 or 5 days until you hit the mark. 2. Light cutoff. Screens and ceiling lights go dim 45 to 60 minutes before bed. Drop the brightness to 30 to 40%, shift to warm tones, and hold screens at least 16 inches away. If you must work, switch on a single warm desk lamp instead of overhead LEDs. Let that sink in for a second. Those 2 fences do more for sleep quality than a cupboard full of supplements. Signpost. Energy checkpoints. Next up, 3 daily energy checkpoints, spaced about 90 to 120 minutes apart during your usual slump zones. If you wake at 7, checkpoints might land at 10:30 a.m., 2 p.m., and 4:30 p.m. At each one, run a 60-second scan. How alert am I? 1 to 10. When did I last move for at least 2 minutes? When did I last drink water? If alertness is 6 or below, launch a micro-adjustment. Brisk walk for 300 to 500 steps, drink 250 to 300 milliliters of water, or grab 2 minutes of bright outdoor light. These tweaks won't replace sleep, but they keep you from face-planting at 3:30. Signpost. Protect 4 nights. Life happens, so give yourself wiggle room. Mark 4 non-negotiable nights each week where you hit your sleep window within plus or minus 20 minutes. That's a 57% protected baseline, enough stability to weather the occasional late dinner or red-eye. Analogy time. Picture your sleep routine as a high-performance car on a 40-year road trip. Nightly sleep is the engine. Your habits are the wheel alignment. Drive slightly misaligned for 200 miles, no big deal. Keep it that way for 20,000 and you shred the tires. Signpost. Weekly lab experiment. Treat each week like a 7-day experiment. Choose one lever, maybe moving that last coffee from 4:30 to 2:30, and track one metric, your worst daily energy score. If the low point climbs from 3 to 5, you've improved the bottom 67%, which matters more than the peaks. Signpost. Sleep MVP. Borrow a page from investing. Set a minimum viable product. Example: 7 hours in bed, 5 nights a week. Anything above is bonus. Falling short is like dipping into savings. This mindset keeps you consistent through product launches, exams, or toddler sleep regressions, without chasing perfection. Signpost. Monthly audit. Future-proof with a 5-minute audit every 30 days. Check 3 numbers: average time in bed, average wake time drift, and lowest daily energy. If any slip more than 20%, tweak one lever. Maybe lights out moves 15 minutes earlier, or the evening light curfew tightens by half an hour. Small, measurable changes compound into decades of steady energy. Signpost. Make it visible. Translate all of this into things you can see. Block a nightly power down in your calendar. Set alarms for those energy check-ins. Review a 7-day log every Sunday. If 5 out of 7 nights hit your target and your lowest energy stays at 6 or above, you're crushing it, and you only need one small tweak per month to keep momentum. Take a breath. That was a lot, so let's land the plane. Exceptional recap. So here's what we covered today. 1. Lock a wake time you can stick to 6 days a week. Consistency is king. 2. Build your sleep window gradually and guard it with caffeine and light cutoffs. 3. Run 3 quick energy checkpoints during the day to catch dips before they crash. 4. Protect at least 4 nights each week, then fine-tune with weekly experiments and a monthly audit. 5. Keep everything visible: calendar blocks, alarms, simple logs, so the plan lives outside your head. Put together, these moves turn sleep from a nightly dice roll into a lifelong asset. Imagine waking up clear-headed, powering through afternoons without caffeine panic, and arriving at Friday with gas still in the tank. That's what's waiting on the other side of this routine. Your action plan for this week. 1. Jot down the key ideas you just heard. It cements them. 2. Pick one area that matters most to you right now. Maybe it's that caffeine cutoff. 3. Take one small step this week. Set the alarm, move the coffee, dim the lights. Do just those 3, and you've already turned this episode into progress. Until next time, sleep well and keep your energy where it belongs. Working for you, not against you.